Good morning, everyone. We're back on EDSA. Actually, a moment ago, they tried to apprehend a MC taxi that was misusing the bus lane. They were about to push him through to the lay-by for ticketing, and then suddenly he ran away. I think there's a plate on the back. Once I edit the video, I'll be able to see for sure. What they normally do in situations like that is they issue a show cause order, and well, you face much heavier penalties compared to if you just stopped and took a ticket. Oh, there you go. It's compliant at least. They've been having a really hard time today. What you can see is that once they come over the top and they see the enforcers, they generally leave the bus lane because obviously they don't want to be apprehended. Having a hard time stopping one of the riders that was in the bus lane, but I think he's now cooperating. There's nothing written on the plate, so if he was to escape, well, obviously you couldn't do anything, right? The reason why they're guiding them through to the lay-by is that there's more enforcers down there and they'll issue tickets. So he's looking for the guy with the white helmet, pink t-shirt, black jacket. Now, of course, he could zip up his jacket, so you have to be a little bit careful there. I've seen it happen before where people try and hide a piece of clothing so that the enforcers won't recognize him as easily. He appears to be compliant also, thank goodness. This vehicle turned on his hazard lights after he saw the enforcers. He has a temporary red plate, whether it's genuine, maybe, probably. Doesn't know how to spell government, my goodness. Anyway, they've sent it through to the lay-by for ticketing. There was a rider that was dipping in and out of the bus lane and really getting close to the bus. It's very, very dangerous. I've seen a lot of riders knocked down like that because the bus lane is only wide enough for the bus. So if you're doing that at the side, there's a high chance you're going to get knocked down. And bad luck for the driver, because if you get an injured rider during an accident, well, good luck. This is how the busway is meant to work. Buses loaded with 50, 60 commuters being able to beat the traffic. A very efficient and effective way of moving people, as long as you don't mess with the system. Because once you start letting other people use the bus lane, everybody will flood it, it will become congested, and it just won't work anymore. He just ran from 3 enforcers, 4 enforcers. Sometimes it happens with a car, but it's very rare. Honestly, it's very rare. There will be multiple riders that fail to stop or run away. And it's not just from SAG. I see the same thing happen to MMDA, to LTO, to PMP. That's why it's always important to get the plate number and do a show cause order. Because if you don't do that, people just think it's normal. Oh, you just ran away, nothing will happen, right? The MC taxi that was behind him is also being flagged down. That MC taxi was a little bit clever. He tried something that I've seen a few people do lately. When they leave the bus lane, they stay behind the car and they go as slow as possible. There's another MC they're trying to flag down for a bus lane. Actually, he was following so close to the bus that it was difficult to see him, but because there's enforcers in various positions, all angles are covered. And good thing they were able to stop him because there's no plate on the back either. That rider was following behind the ambulance inside the bus lane. I'm not sure what he's saying to them, but either way he's been sent through to the lay-by for ticketing. There is media down there, so you can probably see this on TV also. And one of the things I want to show you is that 99% of drivers or riders are obeying. They're not using the bus lane. That's why those commenters who say like, oh, there's no choice, you have to go in the bus lane, and other things like that, it's nonsense. You don't have to at all. Everybody else is using the correct lanes. And aside from these 2 lanes on the flyover, you can also use the service road over there. So it's not like there's only 2 lanes. Anyway, since we're on EDSA, let's go and check out the new elevators at some of the bus stops. Now, for a long time, many years in fact, they've been saying coming soon. Well, finally, they really are coming. Actually, yesterday I was with a senior citizen, or not with her, I was just chatting with her, and she was complaining that they built new footbridges for the busway, but they haven't opened them. And I've seen some people sneak through and use it, and I don't blame them because a direct footbridge is much easier to use compared to going through the MRT. Now, I don't know why they haven't been opened yet, but I hope they could be opened soon because a lot of people really want to use those. So I'm now here in Balintawak, and this is one of the new elevators. This area is currently closed off because they're still finalizing the construction, but I did coordinate this with DOTR. So you can see the footbridge connects up there, and then it will bring passengers down. And over there by the sidewalk, you can see the same thing, elevator. So initially this is going to be at 5 bus stops, that's my understanding. In fact, Phil Am, you can also see these, but I think the buses can't stop there yet. So I chose Balintawak. It's a little bit further, but at least you get to see the elevators that have been promised for so long, and finally they are here. Those are the doors, so it looks like it's going to open over here. I'm not going to go beyond the barrier, but you can see, obviously that's where the door is going to be. At the top of the footbridge, this is where the elevator connects. So I'm going to try and give you a total overview. Like I said, I did coordinate with DOTR. This is currently closed, although there was media here yesterday. So I'm definitely not the only one that's showing this. And then on the other side of the footbridge, obviously, you can walk down there to get to the sidewalk, or you can use the elevator. So big upgrade, really good for those with mobility difficulties, PWD, senior citizens, and so on.